Hi guys, hope everybody is doing really well. Today is the Guess the Price from Sweden. Now this was a two-part video. Earlier on there was a video of the items I did which were in swaps, and then there was another two videos which was the items which I paid for with money. So it's like a two-part, but this is a collection of all the better items, which everything on this board I think is a 10 out of 10 item really. So absolutely unique and super cool items. So this is the guess the price for the items I purchased plus the cost of the postage, all in together. So how it all started before is that I actually this is a seller in Sweden who sells on the Swedish eBay, and I purchased this item off him, which is an extremely early backhoe, one of their very first wrenches they ever made, which is the one of the very first standardized adjustable wrenches ever made. Before that they had the thumb screw on the edges. This is the modern day standard adjustable, but this is like 120 years old. So this is very early, very early indeed backhoe wrench. And now I actually won this at auction on bids with the postage at £162.95, which is about $200. And I won this off the seller. You can see he had some really high quality items. And he contacted me and he said, I've noticed that you've bought a few items recently, and I do have other items. And we got in contact, and I came to a price for some items, and then he wanted some British tools, some of my rarer tools, and I did a swap for some others, which I was happy to do. So let's have a go through the items and let's have a look. So it's really difficult to start, but we'll start with the smallest. I got this absolutely exquisite knife, and this is there's one of these in the Swedish museum with a broken blade. That's how rare it is, and it's from the 1890s. So it's a famous Swedish sheen. I couldn't give you any more information than that, other than I think it's really nice. We've got this Berg set of cutters, which are bolt cutters. So obviously to adjust it, you pull that back, you open up the jaw, and then it's a ratcheting mechanism to close the jaw. And I just think it's really cool, and I just think it's got the most beautiful look to it you've ever seen. Now when Baco bought Berg in the 1950s, they incorporated the Berg fish in the Baco design for their new, for their tools. So that's where the fish came from. Baco was from E.A. Berg, and I prefer the Berg tools. I just think they're exquisite, absolutely exquisite. And this is one of the most iconic designs Berg ever made, and they made beautiful tools. And we had a lot of comments on these two rather interesting screwdrivers. This one especially, with this kind of banding edge around it. A lot of people like that, including myself. I just think it's really unusual looking, and a very, sort of, it looks like it could be from the 1850s, but it may be newer and just shop made or blacksmith made, but it's got that feel to it. I just love it. We got this amazing hammer, crate tool, really nice looking crate tool, in quite nice condition as well. It's got prying tool on that end, and it's got this really cool like grip, which is really nice for gripping. Beautiful thing. A lot of you commented on this Baco sort of a bike chain cutter, really nice, from the 1920s. Beautiful design, and it works great. This is one of my favorite items, this angle finder, ruler, sextant, divider, whatever you want to call it. It's cool nonetheless. Really nice. We got two of these in the purchase. This is a Baco Sweden early 1920s oil can. There was two of those. That's the one in better condition. And last but certainly not least, we had not one but two of these very rare Baco number 23s. This one in much better condition than this one, and this is the largest of the alligator type wrenches they ever made, and very, very unusual. This one is in lovely condition, so really, really rare, and that will help me help me get towards completing the set of those. So I think this chap had some really, really amazing tools. I mean, I don't know if you guys agree, but for me, I just think tools don't get too much better than those, to be honest. There's some really, really cool, unique, different designs, which is really rather cool. So let's get to the brass tacks. So basically, I met the guy and I paid £162.95 at auction for that item. The postage to post all these items in one box was £63.75. It was a heavy box. It was like 15 or 20 kilos. There was clamps and all sorts of other items which are not on this table. And then the items which I purchased off him came to £195.80 after the exchange rate. So the total value, or the total price of everything I paid, everything together, was £422.50. That's with the shipping. Plus, I gave him items as well to send to him, and I also paid the postage to send items to him. So all in all, I think that's a fantastic price. 422 I think is not a lot of money for these cool and kind of rare, unusual items. Don't forget, this is not it. I could fill this board again easily with more tools. So that was really good. I hope one day we can do another deal, another swap, and we can bring some more interesting tools to the channel. Right, so we had two guesses, which was really, really close. We had, I think it's Daz Tool Shed, who you guys might remember if you watched yesterday's video, sent me an amazing beryllium wrench. Daz, you were £5 off from being the winner. Daz was £375, but Kesley Watson, who had the absolutely amazing screwdriver he made, which was another Baco item, you guys might remember. Kesley, you were £380, so you beat Daz by 5. So well done to you both. Let's give Kesley a round of applause. So well done to you, Kesley. You're first on the board. I'm going to give you 2, my mate, because you were the closest. And that was an excellent guess. And Daz, that was a very good guess, mate. You got runners up. So that was some really good guessing. Out of the total tool haul, I'm not sure what my favourite item is. I would probably say, it's really hard. I think I'd probably go for this bolt cutter. I just think it's got the most amazing look. But there isn't an item on this table I do not love. I mean, not like, but love. I just love these items. I think they're some absolutely beautiful tools. Really, really well designed. Most of the tools on this table are antiques. They're over 100 years old. I mean, even these are from the 20s, so they're either 100 years old or very, very close. And then, you know, from the 20s, I mean, most of these are from the 20s. So really nice tools, really well made, and I think they're a joy to own and see. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the selection of tools. I think it's one of my best tool hauls ever, to be honest. I mean, it could even be my best tool ever for this. I mean, the HD Smith stuff was great, but I think I prefer this stuff, to be honest. I just think some of the designs are outrageous and are really, really fantastic. So once again, commiserations to Daz. Well done to Kesley. That was an excellent guess, mate. Let's all give Kesley a round of applause in the comments. And thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye.